The Hoopsfix Pro-Am regular season came to a close on Sunday, with the semi-finals being set in a day that wasn't without its drama. It will be FunctionAll taking on Solent Kestrels and Ankd facing off against Hoopspace in the men's semi-finals, while Diamond versus Ruby and Emerald against Sapphire in the women's after a jam-packed day of action at Brixton Rec. Diamond dispatched of Sapphire 60-39 to finish the regular season perfect and take the number 1 seed in the women's competition. The loaded Diamond squad made light work of Sapphire with 14 from Monique Esbrand, 13 from Georgia Gale, and 10 from Hoopsfix All-Star Classic alumnus and under-19 Megan Verbeeten making her Pro-Am debut. Reigning MVP Shanice Beckford-Norton registered 18 points for Sapphire in the loss in her final showing in the Pro-Am before departing to GB camp. Meanwhile, Emerald took down Ruby 62-46 to lock up the second seed behind another strong performance from Chinwe Ivunsi, as she went 5 of 6 from the field for 19 points and 10 rebounds. Emerald, who were boosted by the debut of Kyla Nelson with 6 points, 6 rebounds and 4 assists, took the lead a little over 3.5 minutes into the game and never looked back. Jess Davies had 11 points and 9 rebounds, while Deborah Samoye had 10, and Kanisha White had 11 points to lead Ruby. That leaves the final women's standings looking as follows, with the number 1 place taking on 4th place in the first semi and 2nd place playing 3rd in the second next week. In the men's competition, things got spicy. The opening men's game of the day saw a stacked Ankd squad get past a respectable showing from London United, 67-61, to lock up the number 1 seed in Pool B as the only undefeated team at 3-0. With GB internationals Carl Wheatle and Amin Adamu joining a squad that already was loaded, it was Juwan Manning stole the show, going 5 of 8 from 3 to finish with 15 points, while Travis Edwards added 11 and Brandon Choya had 9 in a balanced effort that saw Ankd rotate throughout. Mergim Sirkoli continued his solid Pro-Am showing with London United, having 20 points in defeat, but they will now be playing for 5th place. Solent Kestrels stunned the minimum brand by 6, 57-51 to lock up the second spot in Pool B. Max Matthews had a strong debut with 10 points, while Tyler Fairbairn continued his consistent showings with another 12-point, 8-rebound effort. A tied game with 8 minutes left, Solent reeled off a 6-0 run to give them the cushion they needed to book their semi-final spot. Elijah Bailey led TMB with 10 points, Kyle Carey had 9 points and 8 rebounds, Jake Einon had 6 assists with the debut of 7-foot big man Lee Linton Hodges not being enough for TMB. Over in Pool A, things got very interesting as we ended up with a 3-way tie after Hoopspace handed OT Boys their first loss, 49-41, in the most anticipated matchup of the day. Hoopspace held OT Boys, who were looking like they were going to top the group, scoreless for the final 4 minutes, finishing the game on an 8-0 run, spearheaded by Keelane Lasisi, who finished with 9 points and 7 rebounds. Damani Velenor had 12 points to lead Hoopspace, but it was Dwayne Orija proved to be pivotal, finishing with 11 points and 4 steals.
You came out shooting the lights out. Tell us about it.
I just came out trying to play hard, really. Everyone was just like, go out there, have fun. So, that's kind of what I tried to do.
And you guys needed that win. It now puts you in a good position to advance to the semi-finals. What can we expect from Team Hoopspace in the continuation of this tournament? Go.
We're out to win. Joel wants to win this. All of us want to win this. And I think it'll be fun for us to come back and make it to the finals again like we did last year and just actually win it this time,
OT Boys were once again led by James Clare, as he registered 15 points, but they ended up getting bumped from the semi-finals and playing for 5th place after FunctionAll got past Surrey, 57-45. FunctionAll locked up the number 1 seed in Pool A, with Hoopspace sitting in 2nd after riding 2022 MVP Peter Teray, once again proving to be an MVP candidate with 14 points, 9 rebounds and 4 steals, and having some crucial buckets in the defining 4th quarter run.
Another dominant performance. You just keep being consistent, man. What goes into that?
I think honestly just putting a lot of effort and emphasis into the work, like the off-court stuff, like watching the game, watching a lot of film, watching myself, how I can improve and stuff like that. And really just, keeping my body in good shape. That's the main thing for summer, coming home, just, being the best that I can be, especially knowing that hopefully next season when I get signed, I can go there and just replicate the same thing that I'm doing this summer.
Jordan Spencer had 7 of his 11 points in the 4th, while Irish international Taiwo Badmus had 10 points and 5 steals in his long-awaited Hoopsfix Pro-Am debut. Surrey were led by 12 points from Aaron Williams, as they continue to look for their first victory. It means the final standings for Pool A are as follows, with the semi-finals happening this Sunday, the 7th of July, with FunctionAll taking on Solent Kestrels at 3:30 PM and Ankd playing Hoopspace at 4:45. Get your tickets at the link below or they are available on the door. And for now, let's hand over to Tahir for this week's top 10 plays.
Welcome to the Hoopsfix Top 10 Plays of Week 3. Getting us underway at number 10, Adamu cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. Afra Khalil getting caught on the jab like a fish on a hook. The GB International clocking in for Team Ankd in Week 3 of the Pro-Am. In at number 9, former Oakland's Wolves hooper providing service for Jess Davies with the right-handed hook dime. 1 of 5 assists alongside 9 points personal as Team Emerald take the W to go 2-1. Checking in at number 8, time for Sky Kai Walker, catching a sneaky enemy of the state. Rising up for flight, Keeley Lassisi block attempt is unsuccessful and he finds himself a victim in the top 10. Moving on to number 7, Solent Kestrels, Tony Mendez. He's going to be stepping up to the plate. It's time to cook. Max Matthews goes past you, crossover to the middle. Fundamental space the floor. Mendez looking for more. Kestrel swooping in at number 7 with the teamwork that makes the dream work as they sit second in Pool B with a 2-1 record in Week 3. Don't jump, Kyle Carey. In at number 6 now, the former London Lion goes flying. Kieran Sandy is a handy pickup for the undefeated Team Ankd. His only 2 points of the game as he receives the oop from captain AJ Roberts. Now, you can't be scared to get your hands dirty when it comes to performing in the paint. Go, go, gadget, bounce, Toto. Lift off to clean up the missed shot. He leaves the rim to rot at number 5 in this week's top 10. Moving on to number 4, the weather woman is back, forecasting more gales in the weeks to come. Georgia with the in and out hezzy onto the left hand, and the defenders left wondering whether she should come back to the Pro-Am. 13.6 boards for Georgia Gale. Let's talk about big blocks. Basketball Tinder swipe left. Get that weak-ish out of here, Parkinson. Nothing dysfunctional about FunctionAll as Toto Fudge Bentley protects the fame. In at number 2, Tywers Badmus is bad mind. Rub salt in the wound, disrespect. The Icelandic MVP keeping it chilly. In at number 1, it's a hat trick. Toto is in full flow at number 1. Serial champion Jordan Spencer, the assist dispenser, with a special delivery for Fag Bentley on a mission in transition. Stanley made a business decision. Do not contest. My name is Ty Hadja, and that's this week's top 10 plays of the Hoopsfix Pro-Am.